Hello, I am Bridget Adam, a student at Northwestern College. We are studying assessment tools this week in my Teaching and Learning with Technology course. And so the final assessment tool that I have been studying this week is one called GoFormative. Sometimes people call it just formative. And so I'd like to give you just a little tour here of how to use GoFormative in your classroom. So when you set up your account, there is a free or premium version. I'm just using the free version here. So I'm going to just show you around a little bit with that. So at the top here, there are some different toolbars that you can go into. The one I'm going to start with is Library. Library is where you can find some pre-existing formatives that you could use in your classroom by other teachers. So you can just do a search here, like I typed in computer science and it brought me up some different options. So that's one way you can do it, or you can search by a teacher's name if you know they maybe have some. So those are the two that I have created. So that's located here under Library. The next thing I want to talk about is Classes. Classes allows you to set up your own classes that you have throughout your day. So I just set up one class, period 4, computer science. They want you to identify it with a 2-digit code. So I just put P4 for period 4, but you could kind of set that up however you'd like. And I only did one class, but of course you'd have all your classes throughout the day listed here. There is a Google Classroom sync feature. I do not use Google Classroom. I use Schoology at my school, so I didn't investigate that. But that is an option there if you do have Google Classroom. And then to just start a new class, you would just do new class and then go through the prompts that are listed there. So that's under Classes, is setting up your classes. You can give the formatives out though, just for guest students, and you wouldn't need a class, and you can still see the results of your guest students. So that option here of setting up classes is kind of up to you on how often you feel you're going to use GoFormative. Tracker is a nice feature because this is where you're going to be able to see your students that you do have set up in your classes, the progress that they have made on your assessments. So I just had one student here that took my What Makes a Computer assessment, and they got 100%. Now, if they would have missed some, this would turn red and show the missing scores and stuff like that. And then you can kind of just click on the student and then it shows you a little summary of the questions and what they missed and got right. So that's a nice feature too. You're probably noticing that this is kind of a simplified, or it looks kind of simple approach. So it's pretty much just black and white quizzes and those types of things. It's not really like the one that I did before yesterday that I talked about, the Wiser Me, you know, how that was more graphical and visually appealing. This is more of a basic look. So let's go into formatives and just talk a little bit about that. I have 2 formatives that I set up. What Makes a Computer that I made from scratch just right here in GoFormative. And then I did this one called LED Practice, where I uploaded an existing Word document that I had and put it into this GoFormative, and then I was able to make some edits and add my assessment questions right here in GoFormative. So I want to just show you both of these. Let's start with What Makes a Computer. You can see that there's some different options for questions: true, false, essay, multiple choice. So those are the different options that I used here in this. I also have one here called the multiple selection, where there's more than one answer that has to be selected. And then I did another essay. So that was setting it up. It's pretty easy. You do your question and then you just select the right answer and it will autocorrect it for you. Other than the essay questions, of course, the teacher would have to go in and grade those themselves. So that was the one that I created right in GoFormative. Now this other one called the LED Practice, I actually created this in a Google Doc. I downloaded it and then I uploaded it here into GoFormative. And what you can see here is I could put hotspots then on my worksheet. or my actual document, and then I could ask questions over here on the side based on that. So this was looking at the microbits LED grid and working with coordinates is what this assessment is about. So that's that one. And that was a nice feature with this, that it allows you to upload pre-existing assessments that you maybe have and then just kind of customize them into this platform was a nice feature. So here, when you go to create a new formative, I'm just going to kind of walk you through this. You'll click on the plus sign, and then this is where you can see the content. So you can embed content like images and videos if you'd like. You can also, sorry about that, you can also embed, like I was saying before, the PDF, the document, or the Google Doc. And then you can embed your own questions or put in your own questions. So like if you wanted to do a multiple choice question, you can type the question there and give your different answers, and then you would select the correct answer over here. So it works really well. I'm going to go back into here where I have some of mine already made. I'm going to delete that one quick. What makes a computer a computer? I'm just going to go into this. And up here at the top, right now I'm in the editing view, like creating it. But then once I have it the way I want it, I can assign it. And I can assign it to a class, and I only have the one class in there, so I could assign it to my computer science, or I could assign it to guest students. Guest students are just where they would just go to the website, GoFormative/join, and they would just enter the class code, and then they can just take your assessment. They'll still put their name in and stuff, so you'll still see who it's tied to, but it's not like the teacher has to front load setting up the class. Okay, so those are the two options there. And then once students have taken your assessment, you can go here to view responses, and this will give the teacher the feedback on the students. So I had 2 guest students that took my assessment, and then one that I had already, or from my class that I set up. And so you can see here by the questions, all 3 of these got it right. So I can just kind of go through here and go question by question and see the breakdown of how the students performed on my assessment. So this student here missed this question, so you can see that, and this one also did. So if it's red, it means they missed it. Green means it's right. So once again, you can just go through and see question by question which students need more help with that different content. So it gives you immediate results as a teacher, immediate feedback to make adjustments then in your teaching. So this up here is the guest code. This is the way students could join your assessment. So if you just want to do the guest route, and I think that's probably what I would do, because I don't see myself using GoFormative like on a regular basis, maybe once a unit or something like that. I think the guest route would be fine for me. But there is that class option as well. But if you're doing the guest option, you can just go to goformative.com, join, enter in your class code, and the class code's always up here in the top right-hand corner. Or if you were doing the class route, you would have your class all set up. They can just go to GoFormative, they'd click on the assessment name, and then they can go through. And it allows the teacher to post the link, post it right to Google Classroom or embed it on a website. So I think GoFormative is a possibility for me to use. I wasn't quite as impressed with it as I was a few of the other assessment tools that I studied this week, but I could see myself using this once in a while just for that quick response to see how students are doing on a particular topic. And I really do like the feature where you can upload an existing PDF or Google Doc or Word document right here into GoFormative, and then put the hot links on there and ask questions. So good luck and happy exploring with GoFormative. Thank you.